Hey everybody. It's Metal Slug. Let's go.
Mission 1. Start.
Where's my timer? It went. Okay. I don't know where it is, but there it is. Anyway, this is the first Metal Slug. There's a lot of differences between this game and the later ones. Some of which are more transparent than others. The biggest is just like kind of design-wise. This is a lot less silly of a game. It's a little bit more. I mean, it has plenty of silly stuff in it, but a little more straight-laced in terms of like what's going on. We don't have, you know, the aliens and stuff like that. But just in general, you have a lot more firepower in this game than the later games. It actually gives you a Metal Slug in every single stage. In one stage, you can actually get 2 different Metal Slugs if you want. Also, obviously, this being the first game, there's only Marco and Tarma. The Sparrows don't exist yet. No, not even a character select, really. You just kind of go in. This boss has a thing where if you're rubbing against him, you can throw grenades instantly, so doesn't live very long that way.
Mission complete.
Another big thing, it's not going to show up because I won't do it on purpose very often. But this game, unlike the later games, if you just tap the jump, you get a shorter jump. Also, the flame shot is not very good in this game. The later Slug games, they made it do damage every frame to large targets. But that's not true in this game. It does pierce shields, so like you can kind of use it for purposes. Another weird little change. The position rockets come out of the gun is a bit different in this game than it would be in later games, which means you can't really instant fire it against a lot of enemies the way you can in later games. But anyway, just jump on these boats with a rocket launcher and go to town. We're going to be getting the shotgun in a moment. I will warn you if you have problems with flashing. The shotgun does cause a one-screen white flash every time you fire it. Whoop. But the shotgun is tremendously powerful, as it would remain in essentially every Metal Slug game. Look at this nice mini boss. Which, not much to say about him, just kind of do that. And then, maybe? Okay. Get our slug for the stage. So the Slug's got a lot of advantages. Having essentially a permanent heavy machine gun with the Vulcan is really nice. Also, just like the fact that it's a vehicle and has health points as opposed to your character who dies if you're hit at all. So, you know, the big thing with it is that if you push both the jump and shot button at the same time, you'll eject from it and do what's called a slug crash, which kills the slug instantly. And because of how much this game lags, it's sometimes easy to do that inadvertently. Yeah. So, weird pattern. This guy has a few different attacks he can do. He didn't do... he has one attack in particular where he throws these bombs that bounce around. It can be pretty difficult to dodge. But instead he just shot rockets the entire time. And you get great if you rescue enough of the POWs in a stage.
Mission 3, start. Heavy machine gun. Thank you.
Getting close to enemies lets you knife them, which, in the case of the shield enemies, lets you just not deal with their shield mechanic. Oh, I missed the elevator. We're waiting. Try again. Try and wait to kill that guy, because otherwise that bazooka soldier is kind of annoying. Whereas if you wait a little bit, you can get him like that. You can actually like jump over there and not and like kill it point blank for that wall, but I don't really like that. And all this platforming is a little tricky. Some of the ledges are a bit weird. And here we have one of the more infamous Metal Slug enemies, Alan O'Neill. A man who would go on to die several times in this series and not die. The fight with him is mostly based on... you can go below him and he'll throw grenades at you, or you can stay above him and the only thing he'll do is this diagonal shot, or very occasionally he will jump up and try and melee you. Okay, well, goodbye. Kinda wanted that rocket launcher, but we'll just make do with not having it. Get a shotgun there anyway. Oh, we didn't get the sprite scaling guy. Sometimes it launches a guy out towards the camera to show off the Neo Geo sprite scaling. You can also, if you crouch with the slug, you can actually throw grenades out of the top hatch, which is going to be relevant on this boss. Because while doing so, it ignores the normal cap on the number of grenades you can throw at once. Normally you can only have 2 grenades on screen at once, but you can have any number if you're doing that. Which makes pretty quick work of the boss.
Rocket launcher.
Anyway, stage 4 is where I'm going to have to slow down a little bit. I haven't studied the ways to be quick in this stage. Oh, no, okay. We're still a little okay. Thinking of the next stage. Oh, well, I left behind some grenades, but it's okay. So yeah, this is something they really stopped doing in the Metal Slug games after this one. You really don't just like get Metal Slugs early on in missions like this in most of the later games. which is one of the reasons that I really like this game over some of the ones that a lot of other people would generally like. You could actually abandon the slug there and get another one that'd be sitting right here. But if you're in a weird position, you may miss or you may end up without a slug, and it doesn't really help that much, so. Anyway, our latest and greatest boss, Karn and Shu. Ran out of bombs. Yeah, because I didn't get the 10 bombs at the start. But obviously created a lot of difficulty for me. Slug 1, you just have, like, such a tremendous amount of firepower.
Mission complete.
Real easy to plow through a lot of situations. This stage is where I really just, like, don't know how to approach some of these situations quickly. Okay.
Rocket launcher.
I don't even think this is the right one for what I want. Pasta. Getting out of the slug to collect these as bombs instead of cannons. Not gonna bother with this set because it's kind of annoying. Whoa. Alright, so if you're real fiending for score, if you get this particular vehicle partway on screen, you can just keep shooting it. Pretty, something. Pretty something. For some reason, it just doesn't become, or it doesn't actually take damage. Here I just like to kind of spam grenades through. It's a little bit annoying to try and deal with this section by like slow playing it and killing all the stuff. So just yeah. So here, because the plume of the cannon is so big, you can kill these missiles that it's firing as they're leaving the top of the screen instead of letting them wrap around. Just fun.
Mission complete.
All right. Final mission. Mission's a little bit more stingy with some of the pickups. Not badly so, but... the start's a little bit. Flamethrower, unfortunately not very good. Here you can go up or down, and depending on which way you go, you get different fights. I find the bottom path to be pretty significantly easier. Just still one of the more challenging parts of the game, but... oh, yeah. What is with that dude's bullets? Why are they like that? Oh boy. Oh, you're still alive. Okay. Whoa! The guy that's hanging there, if you don't get him knocked down, you won't be able to get him when you fall here, so... so this particular weapon, we're gonna kind of abuse a mechanic that was held through the games, where as you're getting out of vehicles or mountable points like this, you lose your hitbox. So you can just kind of be invincible. Now here, if you time this right, you're actually able to jump directly from this mounted gun onto the top platform here, which is kind of useful. Not a big deal. It actually, like, not doing it kind of helps get rid of the bottle rocket guy, because you just have to end up having to grenade him instead of dealing with it. And here you can just gotta wait these guys out. There's only so many of them. Yeah, just kind of a peaceful little waiting for things to happen. Definitely speed this up a little bit if you want to be more aggressive with your resources. But Not a lot of reason to. You can slide down here and get some points. There's also these two guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then this helicopter's a bit of a pain. Oh, I think I might have jumped out too soon. Head over. Okay. 40 cannon, 19 bombs, plenty of resources. Whoop. What's he got for us? Coin? Alright. And then we got the Hido, Morden himself. So this... Yeah, so anyway, Time Crisis stuff up next. You can watch that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. all I've got today.